Okay, kid. Well, you have a great weekend that's coming up, please.
And have a nice holiday and a brand new year.
I'm going to work on it. You take care, kid. Okay.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Night. Now, are aliens real, or are they a figment of our imagination? Is it something that just people have talked about so much on different news medias like Facebook and Instagram and all this other stuff, and people are buying into it? How many of you actually saw something yourself that you can't prove it was or wasn't? Or have you ever felt like you've been abducted? Well, if you have, get a hold of Night Dreams Talk Radio. You know, it's not just me anymore on Night Dreams Talk Radio. You got Michael W. Hall, the paranormal lawyer, who talks about UFOs and Bigfoot and stuff, strange stuff, on Saturdays from 7 to 8 p.m. Pacific West Coast time. And then on December 8th, we got James with his show. Now, he was and is a ghost hunter. He's a medium, and he's had 30 years experience in all kinds of paranormal things. So, I mean, you know, he's going to have a show between 5 and 6 on Saturdays, starting on December 8th. I mean, you know, and we're growing on Night Dreams Talk Radio. We got over 250,000 people who download or play on demand or listen live. And I want to thank you. I mean, we're all of a sudden, you know, we have a large audience out of the UK. But, you know, it is kind of shifting now to, we're getting a lot of people out of Australia listening to Night Dreams Talk Radio, and France and all that stuff. And I want to thank all of you, along with the truckers. If it wasn't for you, I don't think I would even be growing like I am, because, you know, a lot of the truckers will send me emails and saying that, hey, they're telling their friends, you know, download this show and listen to it while you're out making a long haul at night. I want to thank you guys for that. We're going to be back very shortly with our next guest, Michael W. Hall. We're going to be talking about the UFO I-Team, how it got started, and how did he even get the idea of doing that, after this little bit of a break. So we'll be back here shortly.
please check out the Night Dreams Talk Radio website at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. Also, if you want to keep our show free of advertising, just hit the donate button. Give $1 or $2. Remember, all prior shows are always free to listen to. We at Night Dreams Talk Radio thank you for your support.
You're listening to my friend Gary Anderson on Night Dreams Talk Radio, the best in paranormal radio.
Well, thank you, John. I can't say we're the best, but we're trying to be better, and that's all we can do is work on it each day. Well, anyway, this is Gary on Night Dreams Talk Radio Network. We're talking to you from the compound and to you, to your house, to the world, to worldwide on Night Dreams Talk Radio. Here it is, Wednesday, 8:05, and boy, the week is moving so fast, and the whole month has gone really fast. We've been talking about UFOs, aliens, and abductions, and everything else that has anything to do with UFOs. And boy, this month, it's just went by like you wouldn't believe. Coming up next, hopefully, if everything goes right, we're going to have Michael W. Hall on. A little bit about him. He was a Superior Court Judge Pro Tem in Thurston County, Washington. He is a practicing lawyer in the state of Washington. And he started a group a while back called the UFOI Team, which has a lot of people on it that, you know, are actually professionals in their field. And what they're trying to do is prove that UFOs exist. And that's what I want to talk to him about tonight. What got it going? What direction are they going? And I think we got Michael on right now. Michael, how you doing, my friend?
Hey, Gary, my favorite night paranormal talk radio show host.
Yeah, you're breaking up really bad.
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm hearing about every third word.
Oh, maybe I should call you back on another Skype line, maybe, depending on what you think.
I think maybe try back on a different Skype line, or, you know, on your phone might even work. Either one, but you're really, you know, like fading in or out. Maybe it's the CIA blocking your signals to Night Dreams Talk Radio.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what I will do is I'm going to refresh my computer as well, and that might help my Skype thing, and I'll call you right back.
Okay. We'll talk to you in a minute.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll have Michael on here shortly. Now, Night Dreams Talk Radio. A lot of things have been going on. I was offered a chance to go on a large network of a lot of radio stations. I don't know. I have mixed feelings. I have to make a decision really fast. The problem is I would have to give up doing the selecting of the guest, and they would select the guest to be on my show. And I don't want to give that up because I've been in the paranormal off and on since 1976 when I first got into broadcasting. And, you know, I'm trying to bring back what talk radio should be. Back in the 90s and the early 2000s, paranormal talk radio, like shows like Art Bell, really rocked the airwaves. And a lot of people now are doing paranormal shows, but, you know, I think they got off track. They're not focused on what they should be doing, you know, and there's a lot of people out there, okay, who all of a sudden become experts in the paranormal that a month ago they knew nothing about the paranormal, knew nothing about broadcasting, let alone how to be a reporter and report and investigate stuff. That's what, you know, I was talking to another talk show host like 2 days ago, and the same thing we were talking about. All these people all of a sudden are becoming experts and posting stuff all over Facebook about UFOs or Bigfoot or whatever, and they know nothing what they're talking about, and they're taking articles from other people and then basically rewriting it a little bit and reposting it. That is not an investigative reporter. I can tell you, I'm not an investigative reporter. I'm an entertainer. I mean, that's what I was back in 76 and through all the years on the various radio stations I worked at. Yeah, I did news, but I read the news. I didn't go out and investigate the stories. And that's what the problem is right now. It's so much out there. It damages the paranormal, the credibility of UFOs or Bigfoot or the people who are out there trying to prove that they do exist. You know, I made fun of somebody tonight. I didn't mention their name, but they claimed they were a Bigfoot hunter. They were going out and researching Bigfoot for 20 some odd years or 25 or 30 years, whatever it was, right? And when I really got him into, well, the rabbit hole, I said, okay, where have you been? Where have you looked for these Bigfoot? Well, I've been looking on the internet, and I read every bit of information I can find about Bigfoot on the internet. And before the internet, I used to read magazines, you know, and those tabloids about Bigfoot that came out. And I told the guy, you're not a Bigfoot researcher. You're not a Bigfoot reporter. You're not an investigated reporter. All you are is just reading propaganda and spreading it. I am sorry. I want to see people, you know, if you're going to write a story about Bigfoot or aliens, try to be factual. Don't make up stuff, and don't copy other people's articles and change your name and change a couple words in it and try to pass it off as something you created. You know, people like Knapp and a lot of other people, you know, they did their dues, just like I have, and a lot of other people that have shows. They started out on radio and worked their way up and worked from station to station to get where they're at. And I find it really, how can I say it? I'm appalled with some of the stuff I hear on the internet. Seriously. I mean, come on. Take that Kentucky Fried Chicken out of your mouth when you're doing your talk show, guy, and talk legible. And that other person on Facebook has his wife walking by eating every time he's doing his show, sitting on his lawn chair or whatever, easy chair, and hasn't changed his T-shirt. And probably in a week. You know, you're doing damage to the paranormal. I am sorry. And I don't want to come on as that butthole here tonight, but you know what? This past month, I tried to bring on credible people like Steve Bassett, Timothy Collin, and so many other people that, you know, like Mary Joyce, Peter Davenport, people on that really, you know, work hard to try to prove that there is ETs out there and UFOs. And I just can't stand the people that don't do any research, and all of a sudden they create a Facebook or they create a website, and all of a sudden they're an expert. They're a investigative reporter in UFOs when they haven't even gone out and probably even took a picture of one or ever saw one. Anyway, you can check out our website at www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. That's www.nightdreamstalkradio.com. You know, right at this point, you know, I run the station and the network off of donations and my wallet. I hate to say it. You know, if you want to go on to www.nightdreamstalkradio.com and donate a buck or two, that'll help keep Night Dreams free of advertising. And you know what it'll do? It'll give you the archives where you can always go back and listen to, well, there's 286 hours of free shows you can listen to on Night Dreams Talk Radio. It doesn't cost you a penny. You don't have to join a club. You just click on it and you can listen. Hi, Michael. How you doing tonight? And hopefully this line's better.
I hope it is, Gary. Yeah, I can hear you really well. You're coming across fine. I don't know about myself.
Well, I can understand you, so that's better than being garbled.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely had some problems with my Skype on my end because it started ringing in the background for some reason. So I'm going to have to pop under the hood and figure out what's going on there. But it sure is nice to be with you tonight on this winding up of our UFO month here at Night Dreams Talk Radio. Boy, there have been some incredible guests that you've had the last 30 or so days.
Oh, yeah. And actually, in January, I don't want to mention who it is, I just booked in a major Godfather in